So, another tube screamer on the market, yay! Well, you know, Kasleder isn't pretending this is something very innovative or special, super special. It is a bit special though because it's all made of new old stock parts, so vintage chips, vintage diodes, resistors, you name it. It sounds lovely. It's very, very good sounding tube screamer, and yeah, he made it his own, so it has more volume, stuff like that, and it goes beyond. It has a tube screamer flavor, but it goes beyond what a tube screamer does. Granted, there are a lot of these pedals on the market already, but you know, he makes really good sounding pedals and good looking pedals. So yeah. Let's just listen to it. Starting with a clean tone. There we go. So the volume is around 3 o'clock. We have tone at noon and drive is closed. Nothing wrong with that. Let's increase the gain a bit to about 10 o'clock. Then we can hear the character of the pedal. There's a lot of reverb. Glorious. Tone at 3 o'clock. Makes it sing more. It sounds different than the tone up on a traditional tube screamer. Nice. Gain at drive at 1 o'clock. Tone is again at noon. Can use a little more treble. Nice. Let's set the gain at 4 o'clock. reacts okay to the volume knob. The tube screamers generally suck at reacting to the volume knob, but this is... keeps the sound intact. Doesn't clean up very well, but... Despite my hate for tube screamers, it's a glorious sounding pedal. I really dig this. He made tweaks that make it sound better and more usable, especially with the tone control. Yeah, plenty of great sounds in here. Ratings. Starting with build quality, only top-notch parts in his pedals and even metal knobs, which gives him a bonus point, 10 out of 10. Innovation. Not a lot of innovation going on because, you know, it's a tube screamer. He did, however, use like period correct parts, new old stock parts from when the first tube screamers were made. That doesn't happen very often, but still, it's a tube screamer, 5 out of 10. Looks. His pedals always look fantastic. The graphics are beautiful, there's always color matching going on, and when I first turned it on I was hoping to see a green LED, and it happened, there was a green LED as well. Green metal knobs, beautiful, 10 out of 10. Ease of use, 3 knobs, 1 switch, so I would say 10 out of 10, but it's quite big, a little bigger than a tube screamer, so it takes up more space on your pedal board, so 9 out of 10. Sound. Well, for somebody that really doesn't like tube screamers, he impressed me a lot with this. He tweaked the mid-hump just so it works better and it's not that piercing upper mid sizzle that a tube screamer usually has. But still you can hear the tube screamer. This is how I think a tube screamer should sound like. So 9 out of 10. Pricing. I don't know the exact price yet, but judging by his other pedals, this will be around 250 euros, I think. Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's built with the very best parts you can find, or he could find. You didn't find any parts. He found the parts, he built the pedal. You didn't do anything, you just watched this video. And then you're gonna click a link below and then buy this pedal. That is what you're gonna do. So yeah, for a boutique pedal, it's fairly priced, I'd say, but it is not cheap. So 8 out of 10. Brings the total to an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching. Leave your comments down below and I will see you next time. Subscribe. Don't forget. Bye.